guys, welcome back. This video is going to be another edition of my travel series videos. This one, rather than how to pack, is how to eat on vacation and not come home weighing 10 pounds more. So obviously it depends on where you're going and the availability of healthy food, things like that. It depends on the length of your trip, you know, how likely are you going to be to gain weight. But I have prepared 15 tips for you guys to that I am currently following. As you're watching this, I'm on my 15-day vacation. So when I come back, I intend to be the same weight, maybe up 1 or 2 pounds, but not blow my diet out of the water. So I've been really successful since January. I've lost like 30 pounds, I think, and I do not want to blow it on this 15-day trip because I'm losing weight so slowly that I feel like if I gain even 1 or 2 pounds, it's going to set me back a couple weeks. So tip number 1 is ahead of time, before your trip, try to book a hotel room that has a kitchenette. Now, there's like the cheapest of the cheap hotels where it's just literally a room with a bed and a bathroom attached. That's it. If that's what you can afford, okay, fine. But if you have the option, try to book a room that has the kitchenette mentioned in the description. And if you don't know, you can always pick up the phone and call the hotel and say, hi, I'm interested in getting a room. Do your rooms have a stovetop? Do they have a microwave? Do they have a refrigerator? Do they have a sink? Can I wash dishes, you know? And then if they do, you know, do they include dishes? What comes in the kitchenette? How big is that fridge? Is it tiny? Like, okay. Then go to the grocery store and buy healthy foods to stock your kitchenette with when you go on vacation. That's tip number 1. Number 2, if breakfast is included in your hotel, you need to make good choices. So decide already before you go on vacation that you're going to gravitate towards the fruit, the oatmeal, and the healthier protein options. And the healthier protein options that they have, like eggs, egg whites if they have them, turkey bacon if they've got it, things like that, rather than concentrating on the bread, the dairy, the carbs, the pastries and things like that, donuts. Just steer clear of those and just tell yourself, I'm going to have some eggs and bacon today. And that's fine. I mean, you're not going to ruin your entire day by having eggs for breakfast, but just make that decision ahead of time that that's what you're going to have, and tuck a piece of fruit in your bag for later if you can. Number 3, don't throw in the towel. Just because you have one bad day doesn't mean the next day has to be bad. It doesn't mean you should just give up for the rest of your trip. Decide, I'm going to get back on track as of tomorrow. Yes, I went to a wedding tonight. I had 4 glasses of wine. I had the cake. I had the champagne toast. And then I had this full entree. I know I went way over. I probably had 3,000 calories today. This is going to hurt. Tomorrow, wake up, brand new day, start fresh. Don't throw in the towel. Number 4, plan your restaurant choices ahead of time. This is not just for vacation, this is always, but research the menus online, find nutrition facts if you can, research the area that you're going to for healthy options, and then you'll make better choices when you're on vacation. But you can also, if you know you're going to some place, find the menu online or call and ask if they can tell you, you know, send you the menu or something. And then decide what you're having ahead of time so that when you arrive at the hotel and you're about to go to the restaurant, you don't even have to look at the menu. You just sit down and say, I would like the pasta, whatever. I would like the whole wheat pasta with the chicken, please. And then you don't even get tempted by the other things on the menu. So plan ahead. Number 5, pick a splurge meal and then adjust around it. So if you know you're going to an event and you're probably going to overdo it, perhaps, you know, with appetizers and the entrees and the desserts and everything, just eat a lighter breakfast and lunch and you'll be fine. Eat healthier around it. Plan those splurges in advance so that you don't have a splurgy breakfast and then go, ooh, we were going to go to that burger place for lunch. Oops. And then have a splurgy lunch. That's how you end up in trouble. Anybody can have one unhealthy meal as long as they, you know, create an overall good day. So you can have 1,500 of your 2,000 calories at one meal. Just eat a little lighter the rest of the day. Focus on eating vegetables and fruit. Have that salad for lunch instead of the sandwich that you wanted. Number 6, I've mentioned this in my other weight loss hacks videos, but choose what's worth it. So if one day you really want dessert and you've heard this place has really good cannolis or they're famous for their cheesecake or whatever it is, that day maybe your splurge is your dessert. Okay, fine, great. Maybe the next day the dessert looks like it's okay and you kind of want that, but you're like, I'm on vacation, but you also had 3 glasses of wine. Okay, so maybe that day your splurge is going to be alcohol, and only eat if it's worth it. If you can get that same thing at home, but if it's like a specialty, a thing that they're known for, if it's rare, if you haven't had it in a long time, they don't have it back at home, then go for it. But choose what's worth it, and if it's not worth it, ask yourself, is it worth gaining weight? Is it worth gaining a pound? Is it worth having to work an entire week to get off the weight from this one meal? Chances are the answer is going to be no, but sometimes it is. Like sometimes, I'll admit, sometimes it's totally worth it. Okay, number 7, still keep track of your progress. I use the Weight Watchers app. I intend on tracking my food, my points every single day on my trip. I don't think I will be under my points on any given day, but if I go over a little bit, that's okay. That's what your weekly allowance points are for. But whatever it is that you do to keep track of your weight and your healthy progress. So you can ask the front desk if they have a scale that you can use and that you can keep in your room for the week. Some hotels will have that. You can use a measuring tape, tuck that in your bag, and just use that for status, progress updates and things. Whatever method it is that you use to like track your progress, just keep doing that on vacation. Don't let, just because you're on vacation, don't let that stop you from keeping track. Even if you can't use whatever method you normally use, keep a pad of paper and record, on this date I felt this way, on this date I felt that way. Anything is better than nothing. It's just not completely disregarding the fact that you're on a healthy kick. It's just not letting go and letting loose. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Number 8 is keep hydrated. There are several ways to do this on your trip. When you go into the airplane, you shouldn't bring, like a bottle of water unless you just bought it at the airport right then. So bring a refillable bottle of water, like from home, like a plastic one that you can refill later. Bring it empty through security. So now you have a water bottle. You can refill that throughout your entire trip. Just wash it out. You can buy bottled water everywhere you go. So you go to a store, buy water. You go to the restaurant, buy water. Everywhere you go, buy water. And that will help you keep hydrated throughout the day. Maybe drink more than you usually do, because oftentimes on vacation we're outside more. You may be more dehydrated with the sun. Doesn't hurt to drink more water, plus you won't be as hungry. And then whenever you leave a restaurant, you can say, can you please get me a to-go cup for some water? Usually they'll do it. I mean, not at like the finest restaurants. They may not have paper cups with a lid, but some of them will. So it doesn't hurt to ask and say, do you have any to-go cups that I can take a water with me? If they don't, they'll say, no, but I can sell you a bottle of water. Great, I'll take one. It's fine. So keep hydrated, and that will help. Number 9 is to bring tight clothes with you and wear your Spanx whenever you can. So I don't know about you guys, but I find when I wear my Spanx, I don't want to slouch. I can't slouch. And it makes me like not eat as much. Like my stomach is compressed. I'm not saying that you should do this every single day. I'm not saying you should be wearing a corset and waist training and stuff when you're on vacation. Be comfortable. But if you bring clothes that are kind of a little baggy and they don't feel at the least bit tight when you leave or fitted when you leave the house, when you get home, chances are they're going to feel pretty snug if you've gained 5 or 10 pounds. So it's probably best if you bring things that are a little bit on the tighter side or fit you perfectly right now, because you'll notice when you gain 5 pounds on a 15-day trip like I'm about to go on, you'll notice, hey, these are getting a little tight. I think that's a sign that I need to adjust. So if you bring your tightest clothes, the clothes that fit you the best right now, it'll be a little sign for you to get back on track. And also you want to look good in the photos, so motivate yourself. You don't want your stomach hanging over the side of your jeans, so make sure that you eat well so that they still fit as great as they did when you left the house. Number 10 is be mobile, be active. Walk everywhere if possible. If you're going somewhere a mile down the street, bring your comfortable shoes, wear your sunscreen, bring a bottle of water, and walk it. You can catch a cab, but you're going to save money. It may take extra time, but you're going to save money and you're going to be healthier for it. If the hotel has a gym, you can call ahead. What do you guys have there? Okay, great. I'll, stop by the gym. Do you have a treadmill? Do you have free weights? If you need to bring any workout equipment, bring workout clothes and your tennis shoes. Even if the only time you're planning on wearing tennis shoes in your entire trip is that 1 hour a day that you're working out, it's worth it. It's worth the extra weight in your luggage, so bring those. Number 11 is about basically eating half of what you're served at a restaurant. So have them box up half of your food when you get to the table. Ask for the lunch portion whenever possible. If they have a dinner menu and a lunch menu, a lot of times the lunch menu will be a slightly smaller size and even cheaper if they'll let you buy things from that menu. But you can also split your entree. So one thing that my husband and I do sometimes is I eat healthy and he doesn't, right? But he will if I suggest something healthy. So what we do is we'll buy a salad, one healthy entree, and then something unhealthy, pasta, pizza, whatever it is that we both like. We each eat half of both of those entrees. So I'll have half the salad, half the pasta, half the salad, half the pizza, or whatever. And then you still paid for 2 entrees, but you're both going to come back a little bit lighter than had you both eaten a salad as an appetizer and then the full entree. And if you don't have the self-control to stop yourself from eating the full entree if it's placed in front of you, Have it boxed up right away, or say, hey, do you guys want a bite of this? You know, try to eat less of your entrees. Number 12 is take a snack with you everywhere you go. So you don't need to stop at that pretzel shop or that cookie place or whatever if you've got that granola bar still in your bag with you. Take a piece of fruit from breakfast or from your hotel room with you. Take a banana in your purse. Have that with you so that when hunger strikes and you know you've got about an hour and a half till your next meal, maybe you've got 2 hours until your next meal, you don't need to stop at that little wheel cart and get a hot dog on the street. You got a granola bar that'll hold you over till your next meal. Number 13 is do restaurant research and find the best healthy food places, and convince your friends, if you're dining with friends who don't really understand that you're working on eating healthier, convince them that you have heard such good things about this place from some newspaper you read or your other friend that had been to this place before. Just say, I've heard it's so good that I want to go there. And I really want to order this. I've heard it's amazing. And then your friends will be like, okay, yeah, let's try it. Most of the time, unless they had somewhere in particular they wanted to go. So find places that are going to be really close and convenient to whatever you guys are going to be doing on your trip. And then they'll be more likely to go along with it. And then you're sneaky thinking, well, now I get to eat something that I know is good and healthy for me. It's a win-win. And number 14, we're almost done. Number 14 is to bring your tea bags or your coffee creamer, like little cups to go with you, or the little squeezy bottle that's like a condensed, concentrated version of your coffee creamer that doesn't need to be refrigerated. Bring those with you on your trip. So rather than stopping at Starbucks and having a 500-calorie cup of coffee, you can still stick to your normal home routine of coffee. You're not going to waste 500 calories a day on Starbucks. You can just have a tea bag whenever you need something. So if you're feeling like, I really want a Gatorade, I really want a juice, I really want something sweet, bring your tea bags, and anywhere you go you can say, can I get some hot water please? They may charge you, but it's not going to be the price of a full drink. They might charge you 50 cents for the cup of hot water. Okay, fine. Bring your own travel mug or travel like plastic thermal cup thingy, and then you can refill it and have your tea whenever you want, have your coffee from the hotel room. Bring your own creamer so you're not tempted to waste that on extra calories on Starbucks or something. It also helps your budget, so that's another plus. And the last but not least, eat in the hotel 1 meal a day, and if possible, make a salad. So go to the grocery store when you get there, if you have the refrigerator and the kitchenette, and get a bag of that like pre-washed lettuce mix. Buy 1 tomato and a baggie of little carrots or something. And then you can make your own little salad, whatever you need to get by, and just know that whatever's left by the end of your trip, you're going to probably throw in the trash. It can't go back in the airplane with you. Chances are it's not going to go back with you to your house. So, you know, don't spend too much, don't buy too much, but just buy enough to get you through. So maybe you have a pretty healthy breakfast at the hotel, then you have a salad at lunch that you made in your room, maybe a sandwich if that's what you need. And then for dinner, when you go to that wedding where they're going to have, you know, that really good spread or the buffet or really, you know, sweet, rich desserts that you want to indulge in, you'll be happy that you had eaten in your hotel room. So those are 15 tips for how I plan to not gain weight on my vacation. I hope you guys found these helpful. Please share down below if you have any tips yourself that you want to share with everybody in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.